Good morning. I just wanted to come out and do a quick tour of what I'm planting this year. So this is a planter of leaf and butter crunch and romaine lettuce, and this is opal basil in the middle. But I just discovered this morning that some of this lettuce, because it's been so hot, some of the lettuce is bolting and about to go to seed, so I'm going to have to remove this and plant some other plant some fresh lettuce in there. And then I need to find a way to sort of shade this a little bit from so much sun so that the rest of my lettuce won't bolt. And now we'll move over to this little planter. I have here some lemon balm, and this is a cute little succulent planter that I got at Walmart the other day. And this plant is called Fire and Ice. It's really pretty. This is an Asiatic lily. All of the blooms have fallen off, but it will rebloom, and this is a perennial, so I could keep this and it'll bloom year after year. This is a sunflower and some rosemary and sage, and here in the front is sweet basil. In the back there is some lime basil. Here is some lemon thyme. This is some German thyme, and it too is going to seed, but I'm not going to pull this up. I'm just going to let it do what it does. I've tried to trim it back a little bit so that when the seeds dry, they don't fall over into the grass. I might have to trim a little bit more. This is some lavender. This is called a salvia plant, and it'll bloom up and produce a pretty blue flower. It's got a little while to go before it does that, though. Here's another Asiatic lily. The Asiatic lily over there produces like maroon colored blooms. This one will produce bright orange blooms. Here's another sunflower. This is a jalapeno plant that I actually saved the seeds from a jalapeno last year that I bought at the grocery store, and I planted the seeds. I started this in the house, and you can see got a jalapeno growing there. There's a couple more in there. Here's a blossom. I noticed though that these other two on the underside might be experiencing a little bit of blossom end rot, so I crushed up some Tums because Tums has calcium. I crushed up some Tums this morning and put them in there and watered it in, so that should take care of the blossom end rot problem with that. This is a strawberry plant, and this is another perennial that will bloom year after year. This is the peach tree that I've been growing for a couple years now. That's a grapevine. You can see it already has some nice grapes growing on it. I don't know what variety this is. This is technically on my neighbor's property, but the vines grab hold to my fence and they come over, so I am going to enjoy some of that. Over here I have, let's see, let me move over here. This is a big container of marigolds, and I have marigolds in that corner and marigolds in this corner, and the reason why is because last year I planted squash and cucumber and watermelon all in this same box, and I had a really bad problem with cucumber beetles, and so I googled some cucumber beetle remedies, and it said to put marigolds, plant marigolds with your cucurbits, and so that's what I'm doing. So back here is the squash where these two little sticks are sticking out. I'm sorry, that's the watermelon. In the middle there is a marigold, and those over there are cucumbers. That's lettuce right here. These are some carrots that I planted. This is a big beefsteak tomato plant. This one is called a lemon boy tomato, as well as this one. This is another one that I started from seed from last year. Grew in the house, right outside this spring, and it's doing really, really well. There's already, I hope you guys can see, a couple of tomatoes growing, and it's full of blossoms. I'm not gonna disturb it too much. This is what's called an orange oxheart tomato plant. I've never had this. I saw it at the garden store and just decided to try it. Back here is a yellow cherry tomato plant, and it's got several blossoms on it too, and there's a couple of tomatoes growing on there already, but I'm not going to dig through there and disturb them too much. These two in the middle are sunflowers. There's some chives in there down here on the bottom. Between these tomato plants, I've planted some onions. These were onions that were just sort of left over from the other planter that I'll show you guys in a minute. This is a Cubanelle pepper plant. These both are Cubanelle pepper plants. This one here is a Romanian pepper. These are some onions here, but I'm not growing these to produce table onions. I'm growing these to produce green onions. These are some sweet peppers right here. Now come over here to the squash container. So I had the squash in the box last year, and it just grew so much it kind of just overran everything. So I thought I would try it in the container this year, and these are marigolds around it. Here is a lemon tree. Now I did prune this back a few days ago, and already I have new new leaves coming on here. I pruned it to try to get it to grow some lemons. Right now it looks like just leaves. Hopefully I'll get some lemons soon. This is a tub of potatoes. And back here, this is a peppermint plant that I just have hanging on the garage. I have this separate from everything else and not in the herb or vegetable garden, because mint will take over everything if you just let it go. It would be all over the ground, all over grass if I didn't have it separated like that. But I'll probably put it in a larger container. This is some table onions that I'm growing just in this container here. Up here is some more mint. This is lemon mint that I'm hoping will spread throughout that box. And then over here is my little greenhouse. My neighbor gave me all these beautiful begonias yesterday, and I gotta find a place to plant these. I'm thinking about a border, maybe around the herb garden, but not sure yet. In here, I have some calendula here and here, some calendula, some more sunflowers. Back here is a yellow pear tomato. Here's some more romaine lettuce. So since the lettuce over there is bolting, I might pull those out and just put that romaine in there. This is chamomile here. It's growing really slow. I don't know what the deal is with the chamomile. These are some more chives and tomatoes. This is a sweet orange pepper plant that I need to put out. Down here, some more marigolds and some coleus plants. And this is some more of the salvia plant. Again, this is the one that will produce big blue or purple blooms. And this is some yellow pear tomato plants that I thinned from the ones up here. So that's it. I did prune this rose bush back. Now, last year I had a problem with these green, look like little teeny tiny worms, but they were in circular form, and they really ate a lot of the leaves, a lot of the foliage. They would eat the buds of the roses, and I think that's part of the reason why I didn't have a lot of roses last year. So I cut all that back, and then these two dead looking plants down here, I bought these. They were about, I don't know, $3 a piece or so. And these are annuals. And I just sat them right here until I could find a place to put them. Well, just so happened that those same little green worm-like bugs liked these. And so I think the fact that these were here, they ate these instead of my rose bush, and I would prefer that. And so that is a lesson that I've learned. Going forward, I will buy these plants again and set them around the rose bush so that the bugs will eat those instead. So yeah, that's it. This is my little labor of love. Never mind the refrigerator. I'm trying to get rid of that. If anybody knows a good scrap man that wants it's a working refrigerator, it just has a leak in it, and I just wanted to buy a new stainless steel refrigerator to go with my other appliances. So I bought the new refrigerator and a couple weeks ago. So this has been sitting out here, and I'm trying to get rid of it. And I know that the illuminating company will come pick it up and give me $50 and all that, but they want it plugged in and running, and I ain't got time for all that. And I don't have a power source out here to plug the refrigerator into, so I just want to get rid of it. So let me know if you know somebody who might want to pick it up. Okay, that's it. Thanks. Bye.